To set up the gradebook in your Niihka site, first navigate to the course site where the gradebook is located, and then from the navigation menu on the left side, choose Gradebook. If this is the first time you've accessed the gradebook in this course site, you'll see a different window than what's appearing right now. However, this is not the first time I've accessed it, so for me to get on the same page as you, you can always go back to the Edit menu at the top and choose Gradebook Settings. If this is the first time you've accessed the gradebook in this course, this is the window that you're already seeing. Setting up the gradebook in your Niihka site is very simple. For the name, you can just leave it as the default gradebook, or you can change it to the course name depending on how you want it to look. But basically, the name is not going to change the functionality. And you're only going to have one gradebook in the course site, so what you name the gradebook is not really important. What is important, however, is how you organize the gradebook. If you just want a running list of items with the scores not really organized by category, such as tests and quizzes or class participation, you can leave it as a default, which is no categories. However, if you do want to use categories, you can just click the drop-down menu and choose categories. And if you hover over the drop-down menu, you do get tooltips that will show you what it is you can do. Categories basically allows you to create tests and quizzes, class participation, exams, essays if you've got multiple essays. It allows you to basically organize your gradebook in an easy to read manner. You can also do a third option, which is called weighted categories, and what that allows you to do is to set percentages for each category. So if you've got tests and quizzes and you have 4 of them in your course, and all of those tests and quizzes are worth 20% of the student's grade, you can create a tests and quizzes category that's worth 20% of the student's grade. The difference between weighted categories and regular categories is that with regular categories, the weighting is done per item and not per category, so you don't get that additional level of customization. The next important box below that is how you're going to be grading and how you're going to be entering points into the gradebook in Niihka. The default is set to points, which is the preferred method and the recommended method by the developers of this gradebook tool. Grading by points allows you the most flexibility. You do also have the option of doing percentages and letter grades. However, if you choose those options, you'll see a warning here that shows up saying that some of these tools aren't able to record grades as percentages. So if you're using the assignments tool or the tests and quizzes tool or the forums tool and you're telling them to automatically populate the gradebook tool with these grades, you're going to run into problems if you're doing anything other than points, which is one of the main reasons that points is the preferred method. The last option at the bottom here is with all the checkboxes is what you can display to students when they visit the gradebook in student view. So by default they can see their current letter grade in the course site, and they can also see any of the released items. And released items are those items in the gradebook that you're done grading and you want students to be able to see how they did on those assignments. If you're grading a series of tests, for example, or you're grading a test for the class and you're not done grading it, so you don't want some students to see their grade, but until everybody has the ability to see their grade, those items will be marked as not being released, so students won't have access to them. But once you've released it so that everybody can see how they did, those are the items that students have access to. You also have a couple of other options, mostly for statistical purposes: the mean, median, mode, how the student ranked in the class on that particular assignment, or how they're doing currently as far as class rank with regard to overall point value, item statistics, and statistics charts. Once you're done setting all of these options on this the gradebook settings page, you can go ahead and click Save and Close, and that will take you back to the overall gradebook page where you can see any of the items created on the left side and the list of students on the right side.